Well, my dear friends, I have something for you, something that you need to pay close attention the next few minutes. I believe it's going to encourage you, it's going to uplift you, it's going to give you some hope and some positive thought for you today. And the title that I have for you in this small few minutes that I'm going to share with you, the thought is this: checking your cargo. How about if we take a moment, take a pause right now, and let's check our cargo. What are we carrying today with us, inside of us? Okay. It was the end of the World War II, and the city of Berlin was being divided by its allies. Now, the East Berliners, in what was to become Communist Berlin, drove a dump truck over to the west side to where the Free Berliners were, the West Berlin. But this dump truck was filled with garbage, and they just let it all be dumped out, and then they drove away. Nice, huh? Well, the people from the West Berlin said, okay, two can play that game. So they thought, we'll pick up all the garbage we have and we'll put it in our truck and we'll just dump it over on the East Berlin entrance. They thought about again and again, thought about it. And then they decided maybe that wasn't the best way to handle it or to respond. So instead, they filled the dump truck, but they filled it with canned goods, with non-perishable items. And then they drove the truck over to the east side of Berlin. They stacked all the food neatly and put a little sign beside it where it said, each gives what he has to give. Wow. Pretty devastating, huh? It was true in Berlin then, and guess what? It's also true today for us today. Well, I'm Chaplain Rick, and I have a word for you today about checking your cargo. Well, our word for today comes from the ancient book of Matthew, chapter 12. And I'm going to begin here with verse 34, where it says, Jesus says these words: out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. Out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. The good man brings good things out of the good things that are stored inside of him or her. And the evil man or woman brings evil things out of the evil things stored up in him or her. What Jesus is saying here is that your words continually betray, they can export, they can be unload what your heart is full of. It's kind of what they said in Berlin. Each gives what he has to give. Now, we unload verbally whatever cargo we have to give to people. It will be revealing, wouldn't it, to hear a tape, excerpts of your conversations over the last few days. What would it look like to listen to those tapes? I wonder, would we hear a lot of complaining? Will we hear a lot of down talk where you're picking apart other people? Maybe we'd hear some dark talk, negative, depressing kinds of things. Or maybe we would hear too much dirty talk, coarse language, profanity, little innuendos, being quick to pick up a double meaning or in something, bedroom talk, humor, bedroom humor or bathroom humor. Is that what's inside of us? Is that what's inside of you? Or is it about money or the new toys you're buying or the new games you're playing or the new clothes we're purchasing or we're wearing? Is it about you all the time? Is that what's full in your heart today? Are you talking about yourself all the time? Is it pressure that comes out, stressful talk, anger, bitterness, rage? What are you dumping on people? Garbage or goodies? How do they feel after they've been around you? Do they feel lighter or do they feel heavier? Do they feel bigger or do they feel smaller? See, you're giving them what you've been storing up inside of you. It's a result of what you've been reading, you've been watching, or you've been hanging around with certain type of people, or you've been laughing at, or what you talk about on the phone or on the internet. where you spend your time, how you spend your time. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. You heard the phrase? Well, let me tell you, our words matter. What you say matter. What you dishing out to people around you matters. Beginning at home with your family, with your children, with your spouse, with your partner, then at the office, in your workplace, those around you. How is the atmosphere when you're there? What are you dishing out? What are you dumping on people? I pray that today you'll take an inventory of what's inside of us. And maybe there's certain things we need to change. We need to change what we're doing, what we're listening to, what we're watching, what so we can be able to be healthy inside, so we can be healthy for those that are around us on the outside. Let him, our mighty God, fill you today, fill your cargo today with goodness, with joy, with peace, with love, with his presence. People around you have enough garbage that they're being dumped on them daily on a daily basis. Why don't you leave today a stack of goodies, positive, that will be healthy for those around you? Oh, this is Chaplain Rick. This is something for you to think about. And if this has blessed you or encouraged you, take time. First, ponder on yourself what I can change, but then share this good news with someone today. Share this thought with someone, a loved one. I'll post it on my YouTube channel, and you'll be there at your coffee breaks and your businesses. It's going to be posted there as well, so you can watch it at your leisure. God bless you. This is Chaplain Rick. Till next time. Bye-bye.